All right, good morning, Duke Nation, or good afternoon if you're on the East Coast. It's 9 a.m. here on the West Coast, but real Duke fans are up and we're ready to go. Uh, I did not stream the Florida State game because I have prior commitments on during the week, and they prevent me from necessarily streaming every single game. So can't always. I watched the game, but I can't necessarily stream it. Awesome. I'm apologize for that, but that sometimes the schedules don't always line up, unfortunately. Actually, I am on ESPN2, which is the wrong network for this. uh, this I was watching College Game Day, and that is there we go. All right, this game is on ESPN. The stream will be in Discord momentarily, but here we go. The two Miami teams, no, sorry, the two Florida teams sitting atop of the ACC, Miami and Florida State, they actually have to play each other today. My guess is what will happen is just like Miami blew it after they beat Duke, Florida State is also going to blow it after they beat Duke. They will go down into Miami. They lost by a single point. Miami lost by a single point in Tallahassee. So apparently FSU has gotten away with multiple games, close games here this season. They don't get away with it today. Miami wins, and Florida State will blow that one. Duke will win today and take back number 2 position. Although in theory, for better for us would be actually, I think, if Florida State won, give Miami 2 losses, but I just don't think that's going to happen. Other big games today, obviously Kentucky and Auburn coming up later this afternoon. That should be a good one. And then let's see, there was a Baylor Oklahoma game, but that's not. That's probably a blowout by Baylor. And then my pick for that Kentucky Auburn, I'm going to go with Auburn. Between Bruce Pearl and John Calipari, I'm not sure which one is sleazier. But I guess we'll go with Bruce Pearl because nobody actually wants to see Kentucky win. So anyway, um, welcome in everybody. Welcome in Skylark. Welcome in Timothy. Welcome in everyone. It looks like the big story from the Florida State game actually not necessarily just the fact that we lost the game. Whatever, it happens. Tallahassee is a terrible place to play. Nobody likes to be there anyway. And is the Trevor Keels injury actually? He's not going to play today, but he did look. He's in street clothes. He looks like he's walking around okay. And I mean, he's not on crutches, so there's worse things. I did not get to see if the famous Duke walking boot is out, although that is usually the sign of death. So hopefully there's none of that. But anyway, we'll see. We're getting ready to go here. Duke and Syracuse, the two winningest coaches in the NCAA, 2175, 2,175 wins between them, and Syracuse controls the opening tip here in Cameron, which is quickly stolen by A.J. Griffin, who's bringing it down the court, and Griffin is going to find a wide open Moore in the corner who won't take that shot, but that's okay. And Duke will reset its offense here. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Saturday. Hopefully, folks are having a good weekend so far. It is bright and early. I feel like I'm broadcasting F1 how early it is, but it is not. A.J. Griffin is going to go for the first three, and he's going to drill it. Nice shot there by Griffin to open up the scoring for Duke. And that's a great spot to the starting lineup here for the Blue Devils is actually going to be without Keels, Jeremy Roach back into the lineup, and it's Roach, Griffin, Banchero, Williams, and Wendell Moore. What's the scouting report on Syracuse? Yes, they do play the famous Syracuse 2-3 zone defense. They are actually 9-9 on the season, so hasn't been the best season for Syracuse, and that's another turnover there as Wendell Moore is going to jack up that three, but Banchero's in a good position. Syracuse has actually rebounded all 6 of its ACC opponents as Griffin has another 3, same spot, same result. Beautiful start for A.J. Griffin here, 6 points for Duke. I was actually a little bit worried about the rebounding. Syracuse having out-rebounded 6 of its 7 ACC opponents this season. Duke losing the rebounding margin to Florida State by 5. Or looked, it actually seemed worse than it was if you were watching the game, especially in that second half. Great man-to-man defense here by Duke. A lot of ball pressure here, and Syracuse's Boeheim is going to get this outside to Cole Swider. Back out to Boeheim, and Boeheim is going to put up the 3 from the Duke bench, but that actually should be a shot clock violation, and it's out of bounds anyway. Syracuse, 3 straight turnovers to start the game here. Joseph Girard being kind of the Syracuse player to watch. Shooting about 42% from the 3, Girard number 11, and also shooting 93% from the free throw line. Kind of like a John Shire shooter from the free throw line there. Yeah, if Mark Williams gets more rebounds, we'll be in okay shape. The Syracuse 2-3 zone, here it comes. A couple ways to beat the zone, of course. You can shoot it to pieces if you so desire, which AJ Griffin has done so far today. Or you can get a player down low into the paint there, that ACC logo, like Jeremy Roach just did, and handed it off to Mark Williams, who flattened the zone from behind, and that is an easy dunk. We're going to review that play. That's the 17:45 mark. We'll take a look at that at the commercial break because that's a fun one to look at as to how to beat the zone as Syracuse is finally on the board. And I think that was Boeheim. I'd have to check. This guy like that sounds like exactly the Florida State. It looks like some people are. It's okay. We can put the Florida State game behind us. Florida State's only lost 3 times over like 82 and 82. They've won 82 out of the last 85 games. One of those losses being that Cam Reddish 3-point shot. To be honest, that's a game we had to steal in overtime. Not in overtime, in regulation. I don't think that as soon as it went to overtime, we were like, could be in trouble here. If we had stolen it right there at the end and just walked off the court with a W in regulation, that would have been the way of the play. But the crazies are in the house, and Cameron is rocking so far. 9-2 here, Duke in the early going, as Girard up and over the top. He can't get that to go. Good rebound there by Williams. And now Roach almost get it away to, oh, beautiful alley-oop. Not really an alley-oop. It was almost too high for Williams, but the length. Wendell Moore gets credited with the assist, and Syracuse is going to turn that over. That is a backcourt violation. The 4th turnover here for Syracuse in the early going. One other item to watch, Jim Boeheim is not wearing a jacket. Therefore, he cannot throw a jacket onto the court this time, which I guess that means that we're safe from any jacket tosses. He is wearing just a quarter-zip hoodie or a quarter-zip fleece thing. But in any case, welcome in, everybody. This is a commercial break. It's actually a timeout for Syracuse. We haven't even hit the media timeout. Duke favored in this game. I actually don't recall what the line was. It was like 11 or something. I don't know. Anyway, the Duke has won the last 4 meetings in this series, and although most of the games have actually been pretty close, about 8.5 points in the series between Syracuse and Duke. Of course, especially when Syracuse first joined the ACC, there were a lot of really close games. You can think back into the sort of that early series there when a couple times we had to go to Syracuse in the Carrier Dome, escaping just by a few points. Several times, actually. But yeah. All right, Duke inbounding here out of the Syracuse timeout. And Syracuse again reverting to their zone here. Banchero by the ACC lettering. Calling for the ball, but won't get it. Roach inside, reverses the ball outside to Wendell. It was an open shot, but it doesn't go. And that's actually not a terrible shot to take against the zone. Good penetration, and Wendell was open. The shot just didn't go down. 3-point shot, no good for Syracuse. Rebound weak side by Mark Williams. Swabby, good morning. Yes, good morning and good afternoon. Over here it's cold today. Where is here? It's actually cold in Seattle too. It's about 35 degrees for this 9 o'clock in the morning over here. Duke coming up empty on that offensive possession, and Buddy Boeheim is going to jack up three and no good. By the way, there are two Boeheims on Syracuse. Well, technically there's three if you count the coach. There are two Boeheims. Number 0 is Jimmy Boeheim. Number 35, Buddy Boeheim. Jimmy being the transfer, the older of the brothers. And alley-oop is no good. That gets just tossed out of bounds. And that's actually a turnover for Duke. Oh, in North Carolina, it's slowed. It snowed. Well, there you go. That's crazy. Okay, let's look at this play here. I said put a bookmark in it. It's the 1740 mark to kind of show one of the strategies against the zone here. So, all right, I think it's this play. Let's see, dive in. Okay, yeah, this is not bad. So, okay, all right, this is not bad. Well, it's not the perfect one, but it'll do. It'll do. It'll do. Okay. All right. So 2-3 zone, 1-2. There's your two, and then here's your three in the back. Yep. All right. So a couple things you can do. You can shoot over the zone and score through it. We know that AJ Griffin has liked this spot so far. He's got 2 3-pointers from right here. Same spot both times. Drills the 3-pointers. Now, the other thing is you can get into the middle of the paint. You can try to get into this area right here, which is the soft spot in between the two lines of the zone, which are basically one line is playing there, the other line is playing there. If you get into the middle of the two of them, that is also a decent sweet spot. You can take a jump shot or make a play off of that. You can actually reverse the ball out of it too, which was the last play that Wendell Moore missed. Roach dove in. He ended up reversing the ball out, and it actually ended up being an open 3-point shot, but Wendell just missed it. It is what it is. It happens. All right, so in this particular one, you're going to see Roach is actually going to, well, he's going to get it to Griffin. Griffin's going to take it back, and the zone is moving. This is actually an open shot if over here in the corner, and I think Roach actually just misses this. He doesn't actually see Wendell out there, which would have been an open three. He's gonna, yeah, he doesn't actually ever look. Although Williams' man ends up recovering, so it might not have been the best play. But in any case, Roach is going to get into that middle area, and you see right here, he's in this middle area. He's got options because this man has come off Mark Williams. He's going to try to guard Wendell. And right here, he could actually have risen up and tried to shoot this. He's got some space here, right? He's got some space between this guy, who's actually posting up both hands as if he's going to take a charge. So he's basically trying to bait Jeremy Roach into charge mode here, all right, as into an offensive foul. But Roach, very good vision, just dumps this off to Mark Williams, who's in a good spot here, basically in between two defenders, found a little soft spot, and this turns into a nice little, well, one little dribble and then a dunk. So pretty good breakdown of the zone there so far by Duke, as I think we resume live play here shortly. So that's one of the ways to do it. Once you get into that middle section of the zone, you end up having lots of options, and options are always good. So excellent. Williams and Beccaro can beat him in the paint, but they can trap interior. They could bring a double team, and then in which case you're going to look to bounce the ball on either side, on either of the wings. So there should also always be a shooter on either wing here. Because in order to bring the double team, one of the wings of the zone on either side of the back line is going to have to collapse in, and that makes and that causes it to be open, as Jesse Edwards has 2 points there. And now Beccaro is going to be in the middle here. He's going to reverse it back out to Roach, and Roach is going to have that open three, and that's not going to go, but the shot was okay. What's up with Discord? I don't know. I don't know. Is it? It wasn't gonna be up immediately. I know, so it'll be up at some point today, or maybe not. I don't know. Oh, maybe it is up. It looks like it is coming up shortly. So there you go. Roach is going to take a three off the inbounds. That shot's off. So apparently the only person that can hit a three is AJ Griffin at the moment. Wendell Moore sneaks into that ACC area, but then backs out. Moore, oh, beautiful pass down to Banchero. He's stuck though, as Wendell Moore outside goes back to Roach. Roach gets stripped. Mark Williams, shot clock violation. Yeah, well, Syracuse is never really going to break out of their 2-3 zone. They're not really going to start playing man to man. That would be like the end of days. Syracuse plays a man. So the Syracuse defense looking a little better on these possessions, but again, Duke just kind of missing open shots. So we came out hot. It was a backdoor cut, but Theo John with a block actually going to be charged with a foul. Joey Baker getting beat on a backdoor cut, which happened a lot. What was that? NC State? No, Miami. That was Miami. That was the Miami game. There was a lot of backdoor cutting in the Miami game. But yeah, Cole Swider now at the line gets his first free throw, and that's 5 points for Syracuse. As the Syracuse have done a decent job actually of kind of weathering the Duke storm early on, and Swider gets the second one. So three Syracuse players with 2 points each gets you six. 11-6 here, Duke in the early going. 14:20 to go in the game, and Jeremy Roach over to Wendell. Roach moving in here. Banchero on the wing. Banchero cross court there to Baker. Theo John calling for it in the paint, and Banchero at the ACC logo gets blocked. Banchero gets blocked by Jesse Edwards. Excuse me. And Joseph Girard going to take a wild three, actually. Wanted a foul call, but didn't get it. The other way, there's lots of ways to beat the zone, but the one that actually was sort of relevant on that particular possession was to beat it in transition before it can ever set up. Banchero down low, Baker's going to go for three. That shot better go, and it does. Nice shot by Joey Baker. Great shot to get in. So that's 13:40-ish. We'll go back to that at the during the timeout. We can show how you can basically kick the ball back out when you collapse the zone from that center position. So that's a nice little sort of juxtaposition of the two strategies here. Buddy Boeheim on Wendell. Step back J is no good off the front of the rim. Rebound to Syracuse. And Girard is going to take a step inside the three-point line and miss that shot as well. And the rebound down to Wendell, and Duke is out in transition. Duke setting up this play with a half-court offense here as Joey Baker comes all the way around. Takes it at the top of the key to Wendell over to, yeah, Wendell currently has it. And Baker steps out on the end line here. It's another turnover for Duke, the second of the game. Again, thanks for hanging out, everybody. It's rather early game actually here. A noon tip-off. This is probably the earliest we've played this season, if I can recall. Appreciate everybody being around. And jump into Discord if you need the game as well. It is on otherwise it's on ESPN. Bates Jones now into the game here for Duke. It's a rather odd lineup for the Blue Devils. Wendell Baker, Bates Jones, Theo John, and AJ Griffin actually, as Syracuse comes up empty, and the rebound down to Theo John for this particular possession. Long cross-court pass, AJ Griffin, and that three-pointer from the left wing in front of the crazy section is no good. So Duke cooling off considerably, but another turnover here for Syracuse. Yes, Baker gets it off the turf or off the hardwood. Oh, and the ref actually gets in the... What? The ref got in the way of Wendell Moore's pass to Bates Jones, and it's called out of bounds? What? That's wild. Oh my God, it hits the ref in the head. Are you kidding? Oh my God, what a cheese. Oh, Lord. I mean, at least the game is going decently well for us. If not, that would have been very pathetic. Oh my gosh. All right, so this is the play that we wanted to rewind to here. And so the setup again is pretty similar to the one before. We have Banchero's going to get this play a little point forward here, if you will, and he's going to end up driving into this area of the court and try to collapse the top of that zone. And really what he's after is to get this guy, this guy, this guy, and that guy all looking at him. All right, so you're basically drawing a ton of attention from these players, from these defenders. Let's see how this actually plays out. All right, so there he is. There's Banchero in the middle right now. He's at the ACC logo. Roach is going to get it to him. Yep. All right. And now what have you got? Look at the eyes. You got that guy. You got that guy. This guy is trying to recover over here, so he's not actually going to guard him. And then Boeheim is just kind of watching right now. They're just kind of watching right now. Um, but you got a lot of attention here from Banchero. But who's open? Look at this back here. Look at this back here. Wide open. Wide open. There's nobody within 15 feet of Joey Baker right here. Right? So the correct play is to reverse this out. Bang. And like the Syracuse zone at this point is just scrambling. Basically, Wendell's man had to come all the way over from down here up to try to recover to that. And there's just no way. Baker's got to be ready to shoot that. The second that he gets it, it's a good pass from Banchero in the shooting pocket, and then just drill it. Just drill it. And that's a good way to get 3-pointers to go. There you go. Easy offense. Easy offense against the zone. Now, you got to make the shots, right? If you're not actually hitting the shots, then it doesn't end up so well for you. But in any case, good execution there for Duke. He managed to execute quite well against the zone so far. All right, getting ready to come out of the timeout here. 14-6, Duke in the early going. We came out like a rocket ship, man. We had the first 11 points. The game was like 11-2. It's slowed down. The pace of play slowed down considerably here. Of course, Syracuse wants to play at a slightly slower game. There's the pocket picked from Boeheim, and Wendell's going to take it coast to coast. Nicely done. Great defense there by Wendell Moore, poking it out of Boeheim from behind. Nicely done. And that is a transition bucket, which is an easy way to beat that zone there. Bates Jones, decent defense here on the baseline on Jimmy Boeheim. And Wendell still going for it, going to be called for a foul. Actually, that's a terrible foul call. That is actually just playing really hard basketball. That ref needs to swallow his whistle there. Bates Jones actually deflected that with his foot? No, maybe not. Yeah, Syracuse hasn't made a three, and they do get that 2-pointer there. Yeah, Samir Torrens, that was number 10 who got that one for Syracuse. Baker for 2. That shot just off. A little bit too much to the right there. As rebound down to Syracuse. Good defense here. Theo John working on Jesse Edwards, and Edwards goes up and over. And Syracuse into double digits, 16-10 here. Bates Jones now sitting at the ACC lettering. And Baker almost gets it picked. He's got 8. Duke has 8 seconds to go. Wendell diving in, floater, not quite. Hits the rim twice and drops out. Rebound to Syracuse, out in transition here. And they might just go for it. Oh, actually, AJ Griffin kind of deflected that one. Is there a foul called? There's a foul. All right. Oh, ESPN with the fan cam. Buddy Boeheim diving into the paint, has to get it back outside. Mark Williams back into the game. Duke with the back to the starting lineup actually here, as our players have gotten a bit of a breath. In and out. That shot was halfway down. Comes out. Yeah, that second lineup really didn't put up many points, and AJ Griffin's going to go for his third three-point shot from the same spot. Rebound down to Mark Williams, who has to get it back out. Oh, the pressure actually results in a Duke turnover. That's our third, I think, for the day. Torrance over to Jimmy Boeheim, and Jimmy Boeheim has a 3. That's the first three-point shot for Syracuse, and that goes down. And Syracuse has made this a 3-point game. Damn, I actually thought we were kind of going to run away with this thing from the start. The alley-oop to Mark Williams is just a little too high. It's actually well defended by Syracuse, which turns into a turnover for Duke. And Buddy Boeheim on the opposite side is going to go to Jimmy Boeheim, and that 3 almost goes in, but it's off. Duke dodging a bullet there in transition. And now setting up some half-court offense. I would like to see Duke play a little bit faster. We're kind of just letting Syracuse get back into the zone, and the passing is not crisp at all. Another turnover from Duke here. We need a timeout. We got to recover this. Boeheim's 3, no good there. If Syracuse could actually hit anything, we'd be in slight trouble, actually. High screen by Banchero. Roach is going to go for 3. That shot, the line drive, no good. And out on Duke again. A one and done trip for the Blue Devils there. Damn, this has gotten messy. Buddy over to, well, that was to Jimmy. And now this one over to Jesse Edwards. Back to Edwards, and Edwards is going to go in for just an easy slam. Single point game here, 16-15. Syracuse on a 9-0 run in the last 4 minutes. Banchero diving into the paint. Banchero gets it done. That's only his 3rd points, actually. Banchero needing more touches, and that was an issue in the Florida State game. Banchero just wasn't getting enough touches in that second half. Good defense there by Mark Williams. Banchero should just take this. Just take it, man. Wendell flashes into the middle. Williams calling for it, trying to get post position. Wendell crossing into the middle again. And now Mark Williams, that should be a foul. It should be an and one, absolutely. Yes, Mark Williams, an and one. As Jesse Edwards called for the foul there. Great pump fake there by Mark Williams. And Duke now back with a 5-point lead. Okay, all right. It got interesting there. It got interesting. So there we go. Anyway. Oh yeah, awesome. You might have missed my explanation earlier. There's just I have other commitments during the week, so I get to watch. I can watch the games, and I'm on Discord, and I'm like reacting to the games on Discord. But yeah, sometimes the schedules just don't work out. The Tuesday Thursday games get difficult from time to time. Wednesdays are easy, Mondays are easy. Tuesdays and Thursdays not so much. So it just happens that way. All right, Duke, 20-15 so far. Well, it was just a difficult game. It was just a difficult game. That second half really wasn't wasn't what we had hoped. The first half was pretty good, but Florida State, just a very difficult place to play. So, I mean, they're always super tall. They always have just a ton of height. It's crazy. It's like Florida State is never well, one season they did have a lot of NBA talent a couple of years ago. Typically, they're a team that just like has very little NBA talent, but just like is a very good college team. Because Leonard Hamilton does a very good job of getting like 12, like a 12-person rotation on the bench to basically play like really well together. So it's just unfortunate. Just unfortunate. It happens. Even Duke teams that win national titles don't win every single game. So the key is not to lose them in March. You can lose them now. You can't lose them in March or April. That's the key. All right, just about one more commercial, I hope. 6:57 to go. We're going to come back with Mark Williams on the free throw line here. And again, for those new to the channel, they jump into the Discord link in the description if you need the game itself. Although this is on ESPN, so you can watch it there as well and join us here for the conversation and your thoughts on the game. All right. Oh, now Jay Billis is going to go through this whole 2-3 zone thing, which we did. He's going to steal my analysis. Way to go, Jay. Way to go. Thanks, Jay. Thanks, Jay. There you go. All right, Mark Williams converts at the free throw line. He's got 7 points to lead all scorers, Duke or Syracuse, and Duke's back to a 6-point lead after a 4-minute dry spell of not being able to score a single point. Syracuse going baseline, nice little dump off down low here. That's a travel. And that was Frank Anselm, who gets the ball down low, but then takes steps. He should have just gone straight up with it. He was in a decent position. The little dump off there was really nice, actually. AJ Griffin over in the corner is free, and yes, Griffin has another 3-point shot. He's going 3 for 4? 3 for 4, I think. Wow, Duke up into 8 turnovers already. Damn. Syracuse with 7. Oh, man, that goes. Joe Girard gets 3. That thing doesn't even look like it hit the nylon. It just went straight down. What a shot. There, Banchero in the middle, getting it back outside to Griffin, who takes a 3 from the same spot, and he's got the same result. Griffin for 12 points so far here. That is a brilliant play. That is brilliant vision, actually, by Banchero to know that he has Griffin out in the corner. That one is one we can take a look at right at the 6-minute mark. We'll put a bookmark. That was a shove off by Gerard. That three is no good. The rebound goes to Anselm, and that is 2 points there off the offensive board. Roach down the floor before the Syracuse defense can set up. Shot rims out. No good. Duke by 7. And then Boeheim, a quick shot there. That still doesn't go. He still can't get one to go. Offensive board to Syracuse is Jimmy Boeheim, and now pop potato ball as Mark Williams finally recovers. Man, I was like, how many offensive boards are we going to give up on this possession? Roach inside. Banchero is also in the middle again. Dump down to him, and Roach is now open, and that is a three-pointer. Duke making them pay again. We can take a look at that shot too. That's 445 and 6. Okay, so those are two shots that are very similar. We'll take a look. 10-point margin now as Duke has really extended this. We've basically hit all our shots so far, and this little spurt here. Gerard doesn't go, and Duke threatening to blow the game open. Roach for 3 again in the left wing. That's too strong. It was wide open. It was wide open. So Syracuse have brought it into a single point, and then we just kind of accelerated out of this. Buddy Boeheim doesn't have a single point. Wow, he's 0 for 6. Just having a difficult time of it right now. One of Syracuse's best players. Roach, Mark Williams maybe a little confused about where that was going to go. AJ Griffin steps on the end line. Yeah, that was, you can see that one from the TV broadcast. He was over the end line. All right. Let's look at 2 plays on how Duke generates generates 2 3-point shots here in very similar ways against the zone. I like these a lot. These are good. Hold on, I gotta find it. Okay. All right. Here's gonna be the first one. So this is going to be the AJ Griffin 3. Actually, let's rewind it because that was really quick. Let's rewind it. So this is going to be the first of the 2. It's the AJ Griffin 3, and both of these, like, they evolve in very similar ways. All right. So again, here in the 2-3 zone, AJ Griffin's going to be out here. The end plays to him. Mark Williams is actually, this is Mark Williams over here. Roach down here at the bottom, Banchero over here, and Wendell Moore at the point. Banchero is going to look to move into this area here, into the middle. This is the ACC area. This is the soft spot in the zone, which gets the zone to do very weird things that they don't want to do. Let's move this ahead let's go to half speed here. And I hit the wrong button, and there we go. All right, so if we Banchero is going to dive into this ACC logo. Roach is going to go, okay, now you see why this is so bad for the zone, because you have all 5 Syracuse players looking at Paolo Banchero right now. This dude is looking at Banchero as he's diving to cover Mark Williams, because Williams is actually behind the zone. This could be an alley-oop. Banchero's got an alley-oop here if he wants it, actually. This guy's looking at him. This guy's looking at him. That guy's looking at him. And this guy's looking at him from behind. It's literally playing 5-on-1 right now, which leaves 4 Duke players wide open. And the shot is going to go over here. And there's just like no recovery. Or it's super late, actually, by Jimmy Boeheim. And then AJ Griffin just gets that to go perfectly well. Nicely done. Nicely done. Just leaves a wide open Duke shooter. Okay, so that's one. The other one was the 440. Was it 445 mark, actually? We'll rewind this thing. And this evolves in a very similar way. All right, the setup is basically identical here. Wendell, Banchero, Mark Williams again on the baseline. Roach and AJ Griffin is actually playing this farther up. He was over here in the corner in the one before. It's not that, it's a minor change. Banchero again at the ACC logo. There's Griffin. Griffin is going to cut in. He's going to get this to Banchero. Look how much space there is here. Whew, man. Again, there's like 15 feet, 12, 15 feet of space here. This guy's looking at Banchero. That guy's looking at Banchero. This guy's looking at Banchero. Everyone looking at Paolo. Paolo's drawing all the attention. He is probably the best Duke player on the floor anyway. And then just get this out. The recovery is way late. Roach drills it. Super easy there. Again, get this into the middle of the zone. Causes problems on the defensive side. They don't know which way to go. You get it to scramble. Easy buckets. And we're back into live action. As Theo John can't dunk the ball. That was a great sequence to come back to right there where Theo John can't actually dunk, which is very unfortunate. There we go. All right. 2:30 to go here in the first. Banchero baseline, and he will get fouled. I believe that will be a foul by Sidibe. Banchero for free throws and misses the first. And Banchero for the second. Yes, good. All right, there we go. 31-20. Blue Devils here. Oh, that was almost a walk, actually. Oh, Samir Torrens has another 2 points there. Just took Duke off the dribble. Banchero's just lurking there behind the zone. Can't really get him the ball, though. Joey Baker for three. Joey Baker for three. Nice shot. 6 points for Baker. He's got 2 3-pointers so far. Duke shooting actually 7 of 15 from three. That's really good. Syracuse, on the other hand, only 2 of 14, and we almost fouled the 3-point shooter. And now to make it 2 of 15 as that shot doesn't go. Is it going to be 2 of 16? Yes, that's an air ball, and Duke picks up that one. Actually, opponents, so ever since the COVID pause, opponents have only been shooting about 23% from three against Duke. Our 3-point defense has actually been exceptional, and tonight is no exception to that. So this was the stat here is Duke has held 6 straight opponents and a total of 12 opponents to less than 30% from three. Right now, 2 of 16 is 12.5%. If we do quick math, it's like 1 out of 8. Right? That's really, really good. Timothy, either tell your neighbors that they should be watching the game with you, or tell them to just shut up. There you go. Or turn it up, and then maybe you can be the noisy neighbor. All right, Duke took a quick timeout there. That was the stoppage in play. And a quick inbounds here to Wendell. Duke going to run a little half-court set here. Banchero once again at the ACC letters. Wendell trying to get it to Banchero. Can't. To AJ Griffin. It's 9 on the shot clock. Banchero's got it now. Turnaround jump shot there. Banchero comes up short. Hits the front of the rim. Rebound down to the Cuse. Or the orange, rather, I suppose. Syracuse, that's Benny Williams. That shot is off. A lot of one and done for Syracuse, actually. A lot of hero ball. Just not a lot of ball movement, not a lot of assists. Shooting 27% from the field. They had that really good run where they got it to within one. And Mark Williams! The alley-oop from Wendell. Assist to Moore. Points to Williams. Duke 36-22. Yeah, that's probably an interesting one to look at too. So that was right at the 20. It's right around the 30th, probably second mark. We'll take a look at that before we get into the stats. And this is Buddy Boeheim, and that shot is no good. He is 0 for 7. Buddy Boeheim 0 for 7, and over the top. The alley-oop can't quite connect. Williams still has it, has to get the ball out. Actually lands up in the hands of Boeheim, and we have a foul on Banchero. That was a really quick foul call. Banchero was going for the tie-up there, and the refs just didn't give it to him. Ugly. Yeah. Syracuse is going to inbound. They got 2.2 seconds left. That foul actually doesn't result in any free throws. They have to go three-quarter court shot. Oh, actually, that almost goes. It hits the back of the rim. Whew. You know what, I think it's actually the jerseys today. It's the going with the Gothic lettering, the white with the Gothic lettering. It looks really good. Looks really good. And so you look good, you play good. Here's the interview with John. Actually, John taking the halftime interview, basically being asked about, it was a 1-point game and what happened. So a lot of poison defense. I agree, yeah. Looks like Duke is setting up for like a gymnastics halftime show here in Cameron. Like something crazy. All right, so let's take another look at that little that Mark Williams over the top, which was kind of a cool play. There it is. There it is. And kind of what this is what I'm actually gonna. Jay Williams stole it from me, so I'm gonna steal it back from him. So basically, what ends up happening here. Oh, it's actually not that impressive. Well, okay. Yeah. Sorry, it's not Jay Williams. Jay Billis. Jay Billis made this out to seem like more of a masterpiece than it was. It was just not really. It's actually pretty simple. So, and then what ends up happening here. You end up having Mark Williams just kind of lurking on this back line over here, which is so he's tucked in behind the zone here, and he's being very sneaky, right? He's trying to flatten this out. Essentially, what you kind of are going for here is either this back line has to retreat to cover you, which would open up the middle of the paint, or if they don't, then they're playing too high up, and you're just gonna go over the top of them. And because there's no such thing as offsides, like in soccer, you can actually make this play rather easy. But what Jay Bills was saying was that everybody's thinking this, like Banchero's going to flash in the middle, and everybody's thinking it's going to go to him. I'm not actually sure that's true. Yes, Banchero's going to go into the middle, and yes, he's made plays out of this. But these two Syracuse defenders have no idea he's here, unless unless these guys are actually telling them, like you got a Banchero behind you. But this guy's barely saw Banchero because he was over here in the corner. So I just think that Mark Williams is in a pretty decent spot here. Yeah, this guy has to come up, has to sort of cheat up to guard Banchero because this guy can't come off. He's guarding Griffin over here, right? That guy can't come off. So if you get the center player to cheat up a little bit, and then he realizes the error in his ways as the ball flies over his head, and he tries to recover, but of course it's just way too late at that point. And Mark Williams is an easy dunk, and so I think Jay Billis made it out to seem more of a masterpiece than it was, but it is a good play offensively by Duke. But I mean, I guess they catch Syracuse kind of sleeping. I don't know. Anyway. Actually, Jay Billis gets a lot of Duke hate for being actually very anti-Duke. To try, I think the problem is he tries to overcompensate for his pro-Dukeness and goes the other way with it, and then it's like he gets annoyingly the other way. Um, Let me just grab some water. I'll be right back. Then we'll go through the stats. Okay, we're looking to resume play here in the second half, just at the top of the hour, just after the top of the hour. So we have a few minutes here to look through the stats, let's kind of look at the story of the game and how things have evolved. Let's also make sure that we've got that we have our numbers all correct. Gotta refresh this guy. So Syracuse in that half with 22 points and 2 personal fouls for Jesse Edwards and 1 foul for Sidibe. That's only 3 team fouls there for Syracuse, which is actually not too bad. It's actually a low foul game for both teams, actually, and it's going to be 4 on the side of Duke. Bates Jones with 1, Wendell Moore with 1, Banchero with 1, and Theo John with 1. AJ Griffin to lead all scorers currently with 12 points. Mark Williams leading up, or following up rather, with 9. And then you have Joey Baker with 6, and he's hit 2 3-point shots. Duke with 36 points this half, a little under the season average. Remember, we're averaging about 85 points per game, so we expect to get like 42, 43 points per half. And actually, Wendell Moore only has 2 points, and Banchero only has 4, which is kind of interesting that it's not Moore and Banchero currently putting up big numbers today. It's really Williams and Griffin show, which nice to see the other players step up, especially with Trevor Keels out with the leg injury, which thankfully doesn't look as serious now as it did when it actually happened. Um, oh my, what's my favorite restaurant to eat in my area? I don't. What is it? I don't know. I actually don't go out very much. I don't go out to eat restaurants. I actually make my own food most of the time. Like, believe it or not, I make all my own lunches and dinners. Like the last time I went out to, well, we actually ordered in. I was with a friend on Wednesday, and we ordered in and watched and watched one of the series. But yeah, that was Thai, which is really good because I can't make my own Thai food. So I have to order that, or I have to go to a restaurant for that. But I do love it. A good chicken pad thai is fantastic, but it's like I wouldn't even know where to start to make my own version of that. So, uh, but otherwise, yes, I actually end up making my own lunches, dinners, and breakfasts. Gotta eat clean and healthy, and know what's in your food. Very important. Very important. All right, back to the stats though. Back to basketball. As Jesse Edwards leading Syracuse right now, 6 points for him. Buddy Boeheim, the Syracuse star, leading scorer, 0 for 7. Joe Girard actually not too bad, not too much better. 2 of 9 and 1 of 7 from 3. Syracuse has made 2 3-point shots. They are 2 of 9, 11, 17. They are 2 of 17. So Duke's 3-point defense continues to be hellacious, I think is the word. Um, that is used often. Yeah, a crisp 12.5% there from the three for Syracuse as Duke's 3-point percentage. We're actually shooting really, really well today against the zone, which is probably why we have such a big lead right now with 14 points. Although Syracuse did manage to bring this game within one. It was 15-16 at one point there, about the 9-minute mark in the first half, and then Duke just took off from there. So uh, overall field goal percentage for Duke 48%. Syracuse down at 26 and a half. Duke currently out rebounding Syracuse. That was Chat was asking one of the keys of the game. Syracuse had been really good on the boards in its ACC matchups, out rebounding its opponents. This not so today. Duke ahead in that department, although Syracuse does have more offensive boards. The turnovers actually kind of even for both teams. Actually, no, not even anymore. It was at 1.8 to 7. Duke has turned the ball over 10 times to Syracuse's 7. That's actually quite sloppy by our standards, I would say. That's actually quite sloppy by our standards. So that needs to be cleaned up. I would not want to see us end this game with 20 turnovers. That would be bad. The interesting piece about this is that the points off turnovers is flipped. So despite the fact that Duke has more turnovers, Syracuse has only 7 points off of 10 turnovers, while Duke has 13 points off of Syracuse's 7 turnovers. So we're actually being more opportunistic with our turnovers and what that turns into, and generating offense off of that. Syracuse still a bit stagnant there, and they find themselves down 14. Yeah, points in the paint actually only 12. Duke really opting to kind of shoot the zone to pieces here instead of trying to pound the paint. It's a little harder to do, or try to take those mid-range jump shots. Second chance points also fairly even. Personal fouls, actually a clean game, which is kind of nice. Finally, trying to see what else. Not much else of the. Only one block, and that goes to Theo John so far today. Mark Williams almost having a triple-double with blocks the other day against NC State, and he's averaging 3.4 blocks per game. So we'll see if he can meet his season average here in that second half and grab himself a nice block or two at least, or maybe even 3. But yeah. But all right, so that's where we're at, and getting ready to resume here in a little bit. I think they're probably going to go through one more commercial, and then we'll bring it back. But yeah, look, so I think keys to the second half is very simple. Duke has to do a lot of more than the same. We're running really good offense. There was a period there where about 4 minutes where we just really stalled out this thing. Like we came out of the gates really good and then just completely stalled, got away from the whole way that we wanted to play. And then if we see Wendell and Paolo, like Banchero's been averaging 20 points over these last 4 games, and he's got 4 tonight. He puts in another 16 points. Wendell gets up to 10. This thing's a blowout. Like easily, it's already kind of a blowout, right? It's already a 14-point game here at halftime. But it's going to be even worse for Syracuse as soon as Banchero gets going. Now, on the Syracuse side of things, you also say, well, Buddy Boeheim has, 0 for 7. He hasn't scored a single point. He's our top scorer. So you get him going. I don't think he goes off for 20, But and I think Syracuse is kind of in trouble here. So shots just not seeming to fall for them. But if you're Syracuse, I think you come out of the locker room, you try to drop a play to get Buddy Boeheim either going to the basket or get him an open look, something that where he just gets to see it go down. Maybe that gets him going. That might be the way to sort of initiate some offense for Syracuse there. But I think Duke's in a good spot. I think we're in a good spot, Chad. So we can enjoy ourselves here a little bit in the second half and see some and watch some highlights in action. All right. Actually, Timothy, back to your question about the food. Yeah, the sushi is also really good. Also something I've never made for myself. Actually, that's not true. I was at a party once where we made sushi, which was quite good. That was actually a lot of fun. So I technically have made it for myself, but it was more in a social setting, if you will. It's not didn't just like make it for myself one day at dinner. Uh, so also difficult to make. But anyway, all right. I think we should be ready to go almost here for this second half. Rather quick first, actually. Kind of nice to finally have an early game where we're up first. We don't have to wait for the game before us to finish because you never end up starting on time if you're the second game to go. It's always like, yeah, 9 o'clock, but 9 o'clock is actually like 9:07, and you're just like, okay, what? Oh, nope, can't touch that. All right, team. If you need the game, jump into Discord. Hit the sub button first, then jump into Discord. You got plenty of you got plenty of Duke fans that are join them there for the watch party, if you will, here for this second half, as we are basically ready to go. Let's also, before we get going here, let's go on double watch. Let's see if any of our Duke players are even close. Actually, well, Bancaro has 8 rebounds, but only 4 points. You got to imagine he's going to get the points, and probably only has 2 rebounds to go. So that should be probably put Paolo Bancaro on double watch here. 2 rebounds, 6 points, and he'll get it. The other one, Mark Williams. Mark Williams has 9 points so far tonight and 5 rebounds, so that's definitely on track. And that's probably about it. Although Wendell Moore, interestingly enough, has 6 assists. This is a great stat for Wendell, and actually a very positive sign. Wendell has 6 assists and 0 turnovers. 6 assists, 0 turnovers. Bancaro's at 4 assists, 2 turnovers, and Roach is 2-1, which is not bad either. So Duke with the assist game here with its primary ball handlers as we have resumed. Apparently, this is Syracuse's largest halftime deficit this season. And so here we go. Mark Williams and Wendell Moore is going to come out in front of the Duke bench. That 3-point shot is in and out. It looks pretty good. It doesn't go here. And we have resumed play as Joe Girard bringing this ball up here for Syracuse. Let's see again if they try to get this into the hands of Buddy Boeheim, try to draw up a play for him, and now they do. Buddy Boeheim with the ball. Is he going to have to give it up? No, keeps his dribble, and now he's going to go and dive in. Has to now give it up. And now back to him, and that's going to be a 3-point look for Buddy, and he still can't hit it. That was so wide open, like Duke fell asleep defensively, And Buddy Boeheim just couldn't hit it, but that is exactly what Syracuse tried to do. And Wendell's three is no good. Weak side rebound to Griffin, who almost went out of bounds with it. Duke resetting here the offense, and Wendell looking for opportunities over to Banchero at the ACC. So he's in the middle of the zone, gets it back out. Roach is going to have to go for three, up and over. That shot was disrupted by Syracuse there. And then that's Joe Girard. Tough shot, hits the front of the rim, no good. AJ Griffin just going downhill, coast to coast. Griffin! No, doesn't go. Oh, man, that was so close. That was almost so close. That was so good. And foul on Roach. Quick whistle. Boeheim inbounding, and this three-point shot is a brick. Syracuse no good on that one. That was 21. That was Swider that can't get it to go. And Mark Williams up and over, and he will get fouled, and he's going to go to the line. That's Jesse Edwards. If that's Jesse Edwards, that's his third. Yes, it is. That is his third. That also was a storyline there in the first. Jesse Edwards sitting on the bench with 2 fouls, and now he's got 3. He's their main rim protector, and is really the matchup against Mark Williams. Wow, he's actually fouled out of 10 out of 18 games? That I did not know. I did not know that stat. That one I stole from the broadcast. Mark Williams now with 10 points. And nicely done by Mark Williams, who converts both of the free throw line. He's got 11 for the game so far. Swider. And that pull-up jumper is good, actually. He's got 4. Let's see where Duke goes on this possession. Banchero just flattening out the zone on the baseline. Syracuse brings a double team, so somebody's open there. Wendell over to Williams, and Williams can't get it. No, Williams gets his own rebound. Still no good. Put back, no good either. Goaltending? Goaltending. All right, credit Mark Williams. Wait, where is the goaltend here? Oh, Jesse Edwards is grabbing. Okay, there's no foul. Jesse Edwards from Syracuse was grabbing the net and pulling the rim down while the ball was on the rim. That is, yes, that is interference. As Jimmy Boeheim gets 3 points there. Yep, that makes sense. That call makes sense. Yep. So 3-pointer for Syracuse. They recover a little bit here. Again, Syracuse trying to bring the double team on Banchero at the baseline. Duke reverses it out, gets it back outside beyond the 3. Wendell Moore at the ACC logo. Quick turnaround jump shot, and Wendell's got 2. Nicely done. Good quick decision. That was very decisive decision making by Wendell. Exactly where he was going to go with that and actually take that shot. Syracuse still no good from 3 there. Girard, Swider. Swider step back jumper. That's good. He's hit that shot twice now. Over AJ Griffin. Not bad. Good offense there by Syracuse. Roach looking for Williams down low. Actually, Roach is just going to take 3. Yeah! Nice shot. 3's falling all over the place here. Duke shooting almost 50% from 3. Edwards can't convert down low. That was basically a layup, but he was trying to fight through a double team down low. Roach up ahead to Williams. Fantastic play by Jeremy Roach there. We talked a lot about earlier on in the broadcast in the first half about one of the best ways to beat the zone is actually to break it in transition before it can actually set up. And that we actually hadn't seen Duke do that yet because we didn't really have a good opportunity to. But right there on that possession, Roach passes up, baseball pass up ahead, or long chest pass rather, up ahead to Mark Williams, who is well behind the zone, which had not actually set up yet. And you get easy 2 points on that. This is actually really, really cool. So let's rewind this because this is finally, Duke finally pulls this off, right? Okay, so what ends up happening here? Edwards misses a layup for Syracuse. So we're just going to rewind this a little bit. There's that play. Edwards through the handoff. Boeheim back to Edwards, and Edwards is going to miss. All right, there's a Duke double team down low between Griffin and Banchero. They both disrupt this shot. Now Roach, Williams is gone. Williams has completely run the floor. Oh, this is amazing hustle by Mark Williams. So let's look at. Okay, so at this point, Mark Williams is not in the paint because AJ Griffin and Banchero are handling this. Here is Mark Williams. He's like acting like a point guard out here in transition, and he's running the floor. He's basically with the two Syracuse guards way out on the perimeter. He's going to run the floor, and Roach is finally going to see him. And from three-quarter court, there is no zone defense right now. This is beating the zone before it ever gets a chance to set up. You have the two Syracuse guards back here. It is literally Mark Williams with a ref back here. And then the other three Syracuse players, which are supposed to put the zone together, whoops, I'm drawing all over the place, are nowhere in sight. This pass is on point. I wish he hadn't brought it down. But by the time the three Syracuse players get back, it's way too late. It's over. And so Duke beating the Syracuse zone out in transition. And when this starts happening, you know Syracuse is in trouble. Because now they're just being outworked and out hustled on the court. And Duke now with basically an 18-point lead is, even though we have an 18-point lead, we are running the floor like our life depended on it. That is fantastic effort by Mark Williams, who now has 15 points on the afternoon. A beautiful play, beautiful execution, great vision by Jeremy Roach, who has been playing very, very well. Actually, interestingly enough, he was, he's been coming off the bench ever since AJ moved into the starting rotation. It was actually not Keels' minutes that got affected, as Roach's minutes that got affected, but Roach has been playing very, very well. And very impressive coming off the bench. And now he's back into the starting lineup because Keels is out, and he's responded very nicely. And Duke going to start again here. Roach reversing that outside to Banchero, who should have that three-point shot and doesn't. Mark Williams just bats the ball outside, and Wendell Moore for three. And what a way to save it by Mark Williams. He couldn't get both hands on it, so he just bats the ball outside. Duke has hit the half-century mark, 50-29, and Syracuse can't get that shot to go. And Frank Anselm does, though, rebound and the points. Wendell, Banchero down low, Roach, little floater, in and out. Decent shot, though. Banchero with the strength up at top. Yes, 6 points for Paolo. That feels strange to say. Only 6 points for Paolo, and we're 14 minutes left in the game. Oh, Paolo, here's Jimmy Boeheim. Anselm again. That's going to be 2 points. He's got 4 straight points there. More for 3 from the outside. That drops 2. Everything going right now. Wendell's got 10. And it's a rout. And it's a rout, although Wendell's going to get called for a foul. All right. This is going to be a W, folks. This is going to be a W, chat. This one's going to be a W here for Duke. It's a nice bounce back game after Florida State, which I know we're all disappointed about, but it happens. This is one of those get well games, which we needed. The scheduling gods were kind to how they put our ACC schedule together. Again, the 3-point shot by Syracuse still doesn't go. There should be a foul on 5. Should be a foul on Anselm. All right, Duke inbounding here. Wendell baseline inbounds. We've been pretty successful off this in the past. We just get the ball far outside to Baker beyond the 3-point line. Banchero's now going to go for 3. That drops 2. Laser shot as Banchero. I don't know if we've missed a 3-point shot here of the last 3 or 4 attempts. Banchero's got 9. 11 of 23 from 3. Jesus. And Syracuse turns this one over. Joe Girard can't handle the pass, and it's another turnover for Syracuse. Griffin to Banchero, over to Wendell. Banchero at the ACC logo, looks for an opportunity, gets it to AJ Griffin. That 3 looks good too. Oh, it doesn't go. Weak side rebound, Theo John and Joey Baker's 3 is no good, but the putback by Moore is good. Yeah, it did look like he went over the top of AJ Griffin. AJ was like, "What? Who is climbing? Who is this on my back?" And it's actually Wendell. Jimmy Boeheim with an easy 2 points. 25 points currently the margin, though. I would not be surprised if K goes a little deeper. Ooh, Wendell just throws it away. That's his first turnover of the afternoon. He was doing so well. Jimmy Boeheim's reverse is no good, but Theo John picks up his second foul. All right, very good. Duke in cruise control right now against the Orange. Let's make sure we got our stats right. Moore has 2 personals. Roach, Banchero, Theo Jones got 2. Bates Jones 1. Yes, we do have that correct. And actually, Syracuse hasn't been fouling at all. They've only got 5 fouls the entire game. That's not bad. All right. So Banchero, 1 point away from a double-double. He's got 11 rebounds to go with his 9 points. Mark Williams has 7 rebounds to go with his 15. And there, Wendell Moore with 7 assists, 1 turnover, and 12 points. Moore still probably has an opportunity to get that double-double with assists and points, which would be fantastic. It's kind of cool to see the double-double with something other than just points and rebounds, right? A little non-traditional. But the Duke shooting has just been quite exceptional. It's actually Duke has a 44% three-point shooting and shooting 40% here in the second, 4 of 10. Actually, it felt like more. It feels like more. But overall, 49% from the floor, Syracuse down at 30%, and their three-point shooting at 13.6. Syracuse just not getting any of the opportunities to go at all. At all. SG Sports Talk, man. Yes, it is a bit of a blowout here this afternoon for us. It's a good old-fashioned Duke blowout, 60-35. Game basically over. We'll see if Coach goes a little deeper in his rotation here this afternoon with about 11 minutes to go. The game's actually gotten pretty fast. We're only about 20 minutes of real time into the half, but played through 9 minutes of game time. Whew. So yes, a big let's go Duke. The bounce back game we needed. Banchero's going to end up in double figures here. He's got 9 right now. Let's see, Roach met too, the way he's been playing. He's got 6 right now. We'll keep an eye on that. All right, Jimmy Boeheim at the free throw line, and he misses. Comes up short. And he misses both. All right. So Syracuse can't hit from the free throw line either. Just kind of adding to their shooting woes for the afternoon. Trying to get this into the middle to Banchero. Baker actually gets stripped. It's a Duke turnover. Banchero picks up his second foul, and Syracuse will go to the line. Jimmy Boeheim back of the line for a shot at redemption after coming up empty on the first 2, and he can't make that one. 0 for 3. Nice job by the graduate student section with the distractions, because they seem to be working, and he gets finally a free throw. Wendell over to Roach. Roach, quick bounce pass over to Baker. That 3-point no good. Oh, Wendell tried to sky for it and couldn't quite get it. That would have been a massive dunk. That would have been a poster. This one goes through Jimmy's legs. He recovers it, though. Shot is no good. Theo John there with the rebound. Gets it out to Banchero. Banchero to Wendell. Playing fast. Over Wendell to Roach. And Roach for three. This shot's open, but it hits the... Oh, God. That was way off. Oh, it was actually deflected. Okay, it was deflected. It was deflected. Oh, boy. Yeah, Roach hopes it was deflected because if that was an actual shot, that was... Oh, God, that was ugly. Let's see if Duke gets action here going to the rim. AJ Griffin, nobody has a body on him right now. Might be an alley-oop opportunity if they can get it. Yep, nobody has a body on Griffin, but they just toss the ball out to half court. Bad angle, perhaps. Theo John, nice there to Banchero. Banchero, that's 11 points for Paolo Banchero, and that is the double-double. Nicely done by Paolo. Ooh, good defense here by Roach on Torrance, actually. Great defense. And I think Buddy finally has a shot. Buddy Boeheim has finally hit a three-pointer. 1 of 10 from the floor. Oh, they should have gone to Roach. He's got an open three. Betty Williams fouls. Whew. You know, I don't actually mind that much getting up early for a win. Would have sucked if we had lost. That would have been very depressing. Get up at 9 in the morning, watch Duke lose. Yeah, not my cup of tea. But Theo John's got 2 points there. He's into the box score. As Roach has another assist on the alley oop. And a Syracuse turnover as Duke just being disruptive up ahead to Wendell. Does he push this? No. He just drags us out. We might go the full shot clock here as we're ticking under 9 minutes. Yeah, we might just go the full shot clock at this point. Roach over to Griffin. Griffin for three. Griffin drills it. 15 points for Griffin. All from three. He's hit 5 3-point shots. He has 5 of 8. Man, he just has... AJ Griffin has so much versatility. He can literally do whatever is... whatever the game demands of him. Syracuse is giving him the 3-point shots. He's rising up to the occasion and he's drilling them. In other games, he's had to go hard to the rim. He's had to cut. He's had to make mid-range jump shots, and he does that too. The versatility of AJ Griffin has just been tremendous, and Banchero's going to go for three. That's short. He gets his own rebound, actually. Follows it in, and then a beautiful lay-in. The reverse with the right hand. That's a highlight reel. That's a highlight play. Duke by 30. 69-39. Timeout Syracuse. It's just too much right now. He even waits. It's like sometimes when the players shoot, they know their shot is off, and they'll run into the they'll run for the rebound really quickly because they know their shot's not gonna go. Banchero just took that shot and held the follow through, and then it was late to his own rebound and still got it. I mean, and it's actually going to be the under 8 timeout, so the timeout for Syracuse is going to overlap with the media timeout, thankfully. And that's where we're at. Duke 69, Syracuse 39 in what has just turned out to be, this might be Duke's largest margin of victory this year. Actually, no, it can't be. But it's going to be close. At least in the ACC it is. I have to admit, I did not know Syracuse was... I did not know this was going to be such an easy game. Huh. Whew. Did not think it was going to be this much of a blowout. The sad part is Mark Williams, okay, only has one block so far. I'd like to see him have more. Wendell Moore and Jeremy Roach both have 7 assists on the afternoon. 4 Duke Blue Devils are now in double figures. Mark Williams and AJ Griffin both with 15 points, although they've done it in completely opposite ways. All of Mark Williams' points have come from inside the paint. He is 6 of 7 from the floor. All of AJ Griffin's points have come from the outside of the perimeter. He is 5 of 9 from the floor with 5 of 8 from 3. The balance of the interior and exterior game, the the 3-point game and the paint game for Duke has been on full display today. Incredibly balanced scoring offense there. Wendell currently 5 of 11 with 12 points, and Banchero 5 of 9 with 13. Banchero there with 12 rebounds as well. Mark Williams still sitting at 7. So, I don't know. This looks like a very complete game from our Duke Blue Devils. Syracuse just not up to the challenge. Just not up to the challenge today. Duke with 28 points in the paint, which leaves the other 41 from the outside. And actually, we've scored 12 3-pointers. That's 36 points from the perimeter. Pretty incredible so far today. Oh, yeah. No problem. Awesome. And I thank everybody for, uh, hanging around in chat this afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for you guys tuning in for all season, actually. As the season will have its ups and downs, but as we say, we have our sights on 6 and a national title at the end of it. Hopefully, we'll be all good. Buddy Boeheim there goes off the glass, and he's got another 2 points. He's got 5 for the afternoon. Only on 2 of 12 shooting. His afternoon has been difficult, to say the least. Yeah, unfortunately for Syracuse, this will put them under 500 as they will go to 9 and 10. And Wendell, Duke just can't stop hitting shots right now. Wendell with another 3-pointer. He's got 15. That's 3 Blue Devils with 15 points. Whew. Roach to Paolo. Paolo outside to Griffin. Griffin is going to go for 3. Oh, so close. So close. Jesse Edwards up over the top and gets an alley-oop. Of course, none of the it doesn't really matter for Syracuse at this point. We're just trying to see how well Duke can finish it out down the stretch, as we have basically the starters in, except it's Theo John in for Mark Williams. Roach gets caught down low, and we have a timeout to bail out Jeremy Roach, who got picked up his dribble, got triple teamed, and got caught in the paint. Coach K going to drop a play for us here, and it's a quick 30-second timeout. Actually, might be more than that. Yeah, it's going to be a full timeout here. All right, hopefully coming back soon. The other interesting side to the point blowouts is that you run out of things to talk about from time to time. Although I've been particularly looking forward to some of the NFL games this weekend, particularly the Rams Buccaneers game for tomorrow. Actually, no, the one today, the this Green Bay game is San Francisco and Green Bay is very intriguing because San Francisco has been such a hot team. Although I think Green Bay will end up pulling it out. Of course, if it ends up like snowing, I don't know what the weather is in Green Bay right now, but if it ends up snowing there, more advantage, I suppose, to Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. I would love to see a rematch between Brady and Rodgers, though, in the NFC Championship. Of course, I am a bit of a Brady fan, but I think the Rams game is going to be actually a lot for Tampa. Luckily, it is in Tampa, but this Rams team, from what we saw last year, has actually a lot of the makings of those Giants teams on the defensive side that gave Brady fits in the Super Bowls. So I'm actually quite worried for Tom. They might end up winning that game, but just barely. And I would not actually be surprised to see the Rams actually win for their defense, not because of their offense. But anyway, so that should be an interesting bit of a weekend there. The AFC not as interesting, to be honest. I'm not sure the Super Bowl champion comes out of the AFC this year anyway. Although the Titans may prove us wrong, but not sure. It's still in show me mode. Oh wow, Ty Ty Washington goes down in this Auburn game here, but actually he gets up. Looks all right. Wow, look at Georgetown. Up 4 points against Villanova right now in Georgetown. A team that's otherwise 0-4 in the Big East. That would be a horrible loss for Villanova, actually. Nice little spin down low by Caro. He's got 15 points. That's the fourth Duke player to hit that 15-point mark here today. This is Torrance going in. Oh, that was almost blocked by from behind. Should be a foul, I think. Assessed to Paolo? No, Mark Williams. First foul on Mark Williams as Jimmy Boeheim goes to the free throw line for Syracuse. 5:27 to go. Duke by 31 as Jimmy Boeheim has been actually very poor at the free throw line today. He's 1 of 5. And gets that one, so make it 2 of 6. Still not sensational. And Duke by 30. Roach to Bancaro. Bancaro back to Roach. 12 seconds on the shot clock here for Duke. Of course, we're going to take this late into the shot clock anyway. And Bancaro's going to go for 3. That shot no good. Syracuse with the rebound and out into transition here. Buddy Boeheim for 3. That's another air ball. That's an air ball again. Bancaro going to inbound this as Boeheim goes to the bench after the air ball. And yeah, all right, here we go. We're going into the bench now as we have Jalen Blakes into the game. And Blakes is going to go for 3. That hits front iron. It was a little short. Joey Baker also in, Mark Williams in, Bancaro in, and Wendell in. 3-point shot for Syracuse, no good. Rebound to Edwards, behind the back pass to Jimmy Boeheim. Actually, that was kind of cheeky. Cool looking pass. It's not going to matter, but still. Can you get top 10 plays and losses? Actually, yeah, you definitely can. That was pretty cool. Joey Baker's going to go for 3. Wow, pure stroke. Nicely done. Great shot by Joey. 9 points. Wendell just tries to steal that, and no good. The gamble pays off, though, as Syracuse misses the shot. Ooh. Yeah, Jalen Blakes gets flattened on the screen. Ouch. Torrance hands this spot to Swider. And he's going to shot fake, actually. Joey Baker goes flying, and Swider gets 2. Ooh, 3-pointer. Swider for 3. And so that is 2 Syracuse players there in double figures. And yes, we have basically cleared the bench at this point. Oh, I didn't realize that Bass Jones was Daniel Jones's brother. That's actually kind of funny. You know what? And now that they mention it, they actually kind of look similar. Although I I'm on the record as having said that Daniel Jones is not the answer. Despite the fact what the fans in New York might say, he is not the answer. He was not the answer at Duke. Uh, he had decent football while he played quarterback, but it wasn't. I think it was still left a lot to be desired. Final TV media timeout here as we will tick down to 3:18 to go in the game, and we will go the remainder of the distance here in these last final 3 minutes. Chad, what do we think? Since this game is over, what do we think player of the game? We can probably make a call on player of the game so far to this afternoon for our side. You got Wendell with 8 assists and 15 points. Pretty good. Jeremy Roach with 9 assists, 6 points. Banchero's got 13 rebounds and 15 points. Mark Williams with 7 boards and 15 points, and AJ Griffin with 6 points and 6 boards rather and 15 points. I don't know. That's actually kind of a tough one. It's probably be between Mark Williams and Wendell would be my guess with that really high assist number. The assists seem more impressive to me. Wendell only has 1 block. If he came up and he's averaging 3.4 blocks a game. If he got his average in blocks, maybe that would have given him the nod. But I think Wendell with 8 assists to go with 15 points. Assume the assists turned into 2-point shots. That's contributing 31 points to the team's effort this afternoon, which is considerable. 31 points. It's about 40% of the just over 40% of the team's points this afternoon. So I think I would give it to Wendell. That would be my guess, or that'd be my vote. All right. There's actually a Syracuse fan in Cameron. That is hilarious. Hopefully, you got your money's worth watching Duke instead of your team. All right. 5 on the floor for Duke. Jalen Blakes, Michael Savarino, Keenan Worthington, Bates Jones, and Joey Baker. Well, they're really making us go down the depth chart here. 10 seconds to shoot for Duke. Baker to Bates Jones. Out to Savvy. Savvy over to Baker. Baker's got a clean look at a three. That's no good. Rebound to Syracuse. And referee takes time as Torrance gets hit in the knee by Jalen Blakes. Oh, on the shin rather, not the knee. Oh, a backdoor cut there by Syracuse. Savarino going to get caught on the backdoor cut. He's going to foul. And I believe that was Gerard. I believe that will send Gerard to the free throw line. And Gerard misses the free throw, so he's got 7 points. Bates Jones just being hounded here by a Syracuse double team that won't stop, and Syracuse ends up turning Bates Jones over. .216 to go. Let's see if I'd really like to see the walk-ons or the deeper bench players get some points here. Jesse Edwards gets himself into double figures. He's got 10 points. Well, it's a 22-point game. Jalen Blakes is going to go for 3. That's actually an air ball. Ouch. Let's look ahead a little bit as we look at the schedule coming up here for the next week or so. Is this shot here by Syracuse no good? Rebound actually. Oh, great fight for the rebound. And it's to Blakes. It's up ahead to Baker, and Baker dunks it. Joey into double figures. He's got 11. Oh, Savarino actually almost. Wow. Savarino almost stopped that pass. All right, let's look ahead here to the schedule. We've got a Clemson game that's at 7 p.m. coming up on Tuesday. We'll probably be busy on that one, so I'm not sure that stream's happening. But then we have a game against Louisville. That's another noon tip-off. That'll be next Saturday, so a week from today. Same gig, and we'll have that. And then we have the rescheduled Notre Dame game the following Monday. Actually, might be a little difficult. We'll see if we can swing that one. And Savarino for 3. That's off the backboard. And then the 5th is actually the Carolina game, and I will hopefully have some special guests or guest to come with and do Carolina here. So 44 seconds on the game clock to go. Coach K looks like he's ready for lunch, I would say, or a late lunch maybe. And Buddy Boeheim at the free throw line doing a little better than his brother and makes them both. Blake's over to Baker, back to Blake's. 20 seconds, actually 10 on the shot clock. Up, Duke turnover, unfortunate there at the end of the game. Shot clock is off. We're down to the last 15 seconds. And the Syracuse three is no good. Rebound to Bates Jones. Yep, nicely done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it. Duke is going to take this one away as Savvy just dribbles it out. And we have hit the triple zeros. 79-59. Duke led by as many as 30 points, at 31 points actually, this afternoon. Will win by 20 and to go 5-2 here in the ACC. Florida State, Miami coming up next. My take on that is that Miami is going to win it. It is in Coral Gables, but should be an interesting game to see those two Florida teams that seemingly have had the better of us here this season go at it. But in any case, well, I wanted just to thank everybody for hanging out this afternoon. Good win here, good bounce back win for our Blue Devils. We'll see about Tuesday. I don't think Tuesday is going to happen. We'll see about it. But yeah, definitely next Saturday we'll be right back here for that Louisville game. Either way, stay tuned to Discord. Make sure to hit the sub button to get notified rather when we go back online, and also make sure to jump into Discord and you can follow along the action there. And I'm gonna call player of the game Wendell Moore because of the assists. Ends with 8 assists and 15 points, a significant 31 point contribution to the effort here this afternoon. Again, Trevor Keels did not play, but looks okay. So hopefully he has a speedy recovery. And that should be it. All right. I am going to go and start my day, more or less, because it's still 11 o'clock. I still haven't even reached 11 o'clock here on the West Coast. But in any case, thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out this afternoon. A fantastic showing here for Duke at home, and a nice another win. And as we go 5-2 in the ACC. Stay tuned to Discord. We'll check in with y'all midweek there. And for all of us here, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, go Duke!